Do you want to move your life forward in the most positive way using astrology? Then let's talk about the astrological patterns for April 2022. We have an enormous amount of Neptunian energy flowing through the entire month, and this is going to very much affect our state of mind. Let me explain. We begin the month with a new moon in Aries. Thank God, because the Aries energy may help to clarify and ground us a little bit while we're going through a very potent Neptunian flow. That new moon in Aries is very significant because we also will have Mars and Saturn conjunct in Aquarius at that time. Mars-Saturn working together can be extremely resourceful, can be very good at problem solving. And the new moon in Aries, right at the beginning of the month, is highlighting self-initiative and courage and the pioneering energy. Very fiery, very outward, very active. And so we get this dose in the beginning part of the month of this high energy, which is a nice thing because the rest of the month gets soupy and we need to be very, very aware. As we move forward, we're going to experience Jupiter-Neptune conjunct in Pisces, which doesn't happen very often. The exact conjunction is April 12th. But you know what? This energy is going to be present for the entire month. We don't have to only focus on April 12th. But what's going to take place is Mars in Pisces and Venus in Pisces, working with Jupiter and Neptune, open the door for incredible mystical experiences, and that's the most positive part of this conjunction. But it also opens the door for fear or anxiety because it highlights sensitivity. And we have a lot going on in the world right now. We have the conflict happening in Ukraine from Russia, and it's devastating and it's terrible and it's affecting us if you're watching the news. So you need to be mindful in April about how open the door is for sensitivity, because you could absorb it at a different level than you normally do, and it can definitely affect your state of mind this month. Everything is energy, and our psychic senses, our intuition are wide open this month, whether you are aware of it or not. In order to use the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction at the highest possible level, this is when you want to activate faith and your visionary, creative ability to see life the way you want. This is imagination. This is the mystical manifesting ability. But we have these crashing symbols around us. We have reality trying to break in to our mystical approach to the world. When we get to April 16th, we have a full moon in Libra, and this one is enormously important. That full moon creates a very, very dynamic energetic picture with Pluto, and the Neptune-Jupiter conjunction is still in force. This is major activity in our nervous system. You are going to need to sharpen all of your spiritual skills and breathe and be aware of creating relaxation and be aware of creating your own reality, because I'm not trying to create fear, but I do want to let you know that the crashing, swirling energies that will be all around us in April are going to require you to step up your game spiritually. Pay close attention, especially in the middle part of April, to how much news you are absorbing, how much information you are getting from mainstream media, and ask yourself, is it serving you? Of course, we want to know what's happening in the world, and of course, we want to stay on top of that, but pay close attention to your nervous system, because with Neptune, we never know when we are getting spin and when we are getting truth. The one thing that is going to be very important this month is for you to engage your intuition, to stay in touch with the divine energy so that your instincts are turned on. And that's going to be very powerful when we have that full moon in Libra on April 16th. Next, we have a second new moon happening in April, but this one is a partial eclipse, and that is on April 30th. And it's incredibly potent. The planetary patterns happening at that time just continue the same theme that I've been talking about. Our nervous system needs to be under our own control, breathing and staying calm on command. I'm not saying there's going to be horrible things happening in the world. What I am suggesting is pay close attention to the news you are absorbing and where you are putting your focus. So to summarize the astrological patterns for April, it starts off with a bang with that new moon in Aries. That's when you get to connect with your own courage and your own initiative and the problem-solving ability that Mars-Saturn, when they are conjunct, offers us. And so that's nice. Use it, ground it, be practical, engage it. But then we are led on April 12th to this really powerful Jupiter-Neptune conjunction, which is happening the entire month. The 12th is just the day it's exact. And then we are led to the full moon in Libra on the 16th, still with that Jupiter-Neptune energy. And that full moon is when we have crashing energies all around us about reality trying to interfere with our mystical view of the world. We can manage this, but you have to breathe at that time. Which then leads us to the second new moon in April on April 30th, which is an eclipse. Super potent. One way or another, what April is trying to teach us is how to integrate our spiritual skills while we manage practical life. We have to do both. Don't forget how unlimited you are spiritually. Don't forget your intuition. You have at your fingertips the ability at any time to connect with the universe and get your own answers. I'm wishing you well as we go through April. Enjoy this spectacular mystical flow and do the best you can to replenish your own spiritual energy and stay calm. Thank you. I'm Kathy Rose.